In he comes for the first ball of this game. Parminder Singh running in. And he attempted that sort of a leg stump Yorker. It doesn't quite work out for him. It ends up becoming a wide. And Parminder Singh gets ready to finally bowl the first legal delivery. Goes for a fuller ball. This one's just pushed away by Chamal Suduni. He middled that one nicely and it goes away to cover. Fuller ball, there's an outside edge and it'll go away for a boundary. He can continue that form from earlier tonight as he runs into bowl the second over. This one just slightly back of a length and Chamal Suduni once again going towards third man. He's found that region extremely productive and 4 more runs for him. This one's a back of a length again and he made some room for himself there, Thuranga, and he just cut it away behind point for another boundary.
And he's done exactly that, and he's gone 2 straight and 2 short. He's gone the distance. Excellent shot.
Excellent shot indeed. And it doesn't matter where you place the fielders when he can clear the boundary like that. That's so interesting plan here by Brar. And he looks to open up, make some room through the offside. He's nicked this one straight to Gurwinder Singh, who bowled the last over. So things turning on for him. Inserts himself in. A little extra bit of bounce there, and that one straight through to Gurwinder Singh. Rajwinder Brar continues around the wicket. And this is nicely played away by Kumara. There was no protection there, and he's taken advantage of that and just plays it down to third man. So he's off the mark with a boundary. This one takes a thickish outside edge, but it looks like it's going to race away to the boundary rope. A bit of a chase between ball and fielder, and looks like the ball's going to win. It'll just about trickle over the boundary rope.
It's inside.
This one's gone straight to the fielder. Third man, it's Gurwinder Singh again. It's a bit of a repeat of the Thuranga wicket. Rajwinder Brar seems to have worked out how to undo these Sri Lankan Lion batsmen. Kumara hitting this one straight to Gurwinder Singh. This one's cleaned up. Chamal Suduni has just played across the line there. He swiped across the line, and that's the end of his innings. He's unfortunately not able to take advantage of that dropped catch as he departs right at the start of this over. So it's a big, big blow for the Sri Lankan Lions. Early wicket for Dipinderjit Singh. And this is very nicely struck by Roshan Siriwardene. He says, what pressure. He's just whacked the 6 straight back to the dugout where he walked in from.
Himself here.
He starts this one further outside, but it's a very full delivery, and it's a poor bit of fielding out at long on. He's really not covered himself in glory there through a rough patch. This one's taking an edge, and it's going to go past Gurwinder Singh this time. Of course, we saw him take a couple of Rajwinder Brar's bowling. This on the wicket this time, Pathirana, and Abid Ali tries to run him out here, and looks like he has. So that will be the end of Pathirana's innings. Some smart bowling there by Rajwinder Brar as he just pushed that one wider, seeing what Pathirana was doing, and a good reaction and smart glove work by Abid Ali behind the stumps to be a Yorker.
I would hope so.
Goes fuller. I wonder if he was attempting that there, but it's gone towards long on, and it's just going to be a single this time as Gurwinder Singh makes sure to get to hand to a chance for a run out here. It's certainly going to be a run out, but it's going to be the end of Ruan Jayakody. However, I think the important thing from a Sri Lankan Lion perspective is that Roshan Siriwardene will be on strike for the final over.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they were thinking here. There was never a second, but yeah, luckily for the Lions, Siriwardene is on strike.
Strike was on 27 of 15. Goes for the big shot, Siriwardene. He's popped this one up, and it's gone straight to Waqas Akhtar, who managed to take it on the second attempt. It just slipped past him, and he caught it behind his shoulder. He's still a bit stunned at what's happened, and so are we. That was some pretty extraordinary stuff.
The Black Caps doing a good job here.
It's another fuller delivery. Stipa sent that one. It's a good catch by Kulwinder Singh, who's been put there at long off because he's got one of the safest pairs of hands, and that was a fantastic final over. Just 3 runs off it.
And the Black Caps will be very happy with that finish.
In the end, the Sri Lankan Lions will be rather disappointed they couldn't crack that 120 mark as they end up at 106, which is still a very good total. And let's see how they will fare when they have to defend. Kamal Reyes runs in to bowl the first ball. Now that one is very wide down the leg side, so our wait for the first legal delivery continues as the Black Caps get off the mark with a wide. This one's just played away by Waqas Akhtar. I think he's found the gap here. That one's going to trickle over the boundary rope. Goes a bit too short. He surely can't bowl to Kulwinder Singh there. That's the absolute worst place to give it to him, and all he has to do is just power that one over mid-wicket. So it's a 6 for Kulwinder Singh to get off the mark.
Man behind him.
This one's gone up in the air. Could be a catching opportunity. Thuranga's underneath it, and he takes the catch. So Not too much damage, but this time around by Kulwinder Singh. We saw him dropped a couple of times last time around, but no mistakes here from the Sri Lankan Lions.
For shoulders.
This one's turning back into Waqas Akhtar, and does very well to play that away to third man.
Which he doesn't, and looks like he might get a wicket, and he does. Excellent catch.
Just wonder for a moment if that was a bluff or he's just gotten away with a little bit of mistake there. You're free to think what he tried to do, and that one taking a top edge, and it's popped up, and Roshan Sriwardana takes another important catch tonight, trying to round out his spell. This time it's smacked up in the air. Could be another catching opportunity. Thurunga's backpedaling, and he's managed to take it. The second catch of this innings for Satitha Thurunga, one of the safest pairs of hands for the Sri Lankan Lions. When do we ever see him put a catch down? And he certainly took that one as well. Nadania never looked particularly comfortable out there, and he can now go practice, importantly, 2 wickets, and the Lions are firmly in front. This one turning back into Abid Ali, but he's played it very well, and it's a valiant effort by Kamal Razi.
You see cover going back to the boundary. Makes no difference though, because that one sailed a long way back over the side screen. Excellent shot from Ali.
Yeah, brilliant shot by Abid Ali.
Out.
And once again, targeting that boundary. This time, Chamal Sadoon's underneath him, one of the safest pairs of hands, and he will take it. No mistake by Chamal Sadoon, but he never makes mistakes out on the field, and that is the end of Abid Ali's innings throughout these past few weeks, but he has a chance to bowl here. And Resham Singh just flicking this one away. Where's that one gone? It's gone behind square leg, and it's gone away for a boundary, just to play it through cow corner as well. Doesn't like to play offside shots, and this one again straying onto his pads, and looks like he's picked out the gap again, and that will split the two fielders who will bump into each other.
Where he looks to be extremely strong.
This one's played away. Instead of bowling at his leg stump, he's just giving him a juicy full toss that he will play away, square the wicket.
Doesn't matter though, because the next ball, he is gone.
That's quite funny by Roshan Sriwardana. He's using Rajwinder Brar's celebration to Rajwinder Brar. Number of dot balls, and only can get his singles. This one's played away by Omar Farooq, and it's a very soft dismissal. It's cotton balled by Roshan Sriwardana, who's having the time of his life out there. Resham Singh's on strike. He's going to have to deliver them. It's a dot ball. Chamal Sadoon thinks there's an edge, and there certainly is an edge, as Sujit Thenakun just raises his finger there, and that's the end of Resham Singh's inning. He had a nice flurry early in the innings when he managed to strike 3 boundaries.
2 more balls left here.
Yeah, and he cleans him up. That's the end of Parminder Singh's innings. Beautiful Yorker, and I want to see if they're going to pull out the celebration again. 33 needed enough the last couple of balls, and this one will clean up the stump, so the Deepinder just saying, just getting a bit ahead of himself there, trying to whack that one.
Yeah, needs to try to keep this one out here. Manages to do so.
And maybe they'll decide to actually go for a run. They're just standing there at the middle of the pitch, taking their time to think about whether to get a run or not. And in the end, they get it, but it won't make too much of a difference, as the Black Caps will end up at 75 for 9, a pretty embarrassing total for their side, who have really not been able to get going this tournament. They came in with some really lofty expectations, but they've fallen flat on their face as they're floundering with just 1 win in their first 8 games, and their tournament looks destined for a pretty miserable ending.